Good morning and good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Welcome to day 5 of the Facebook Lead Challenge. And you guys have made it to the end. And I want to say congratulations for investing in yourself. And what I mean by investing is the time that you have spent going through each of these days. Because by now, if you have been following along, you will have made a few posts and you should have gotten some leads by now. Now, I forgot on day 1 to give you the first post, but there have been many things to do, especially that Facebook Live. There will have been people who had commented down below. So I hope you were able to follow up with them and send that very first message. Thank you for liking my post, and start the conversation from there. Now, to continue that conversation, we've got the whole script available in the Catapult to Results program. So if you are interested in learning more about that, book an appointment with me and let's go ahead and let's just chat about what that would look like. And I want to say congratulations to Carlos, who has made his appointment, his consultation. So he is actually going to get, because he has been here all 5 days, he has accumulated those points. He is going to win 4 free coaching sessions with me. And we're going to start him off on Monday with his first strategy session. And if he wants to move forward, we're going to give him a couple of sessions and then move forward. So congratulations, Carlos, for putting in the work this week and actually investing in yourself. I want to reward you for being an action taker. And I love working with action takers because those are the people who actually get results. So let's get rocking and rolling for today. Day 5 of the 5-day Facebook Lead Challenge. Now, still kind of working through the point system, but again, welcome to day 5. This is your 30-day game plan. Let me just move this up to the top so I can see it. Yeah, so today is going to be your 30-day game plan on how to move forward with the information that you have learned. So we're going to do a quick points check-in. So each day there's going to be a opportunity for 50 points for various things. 2 points for the profile ring, 2 points for the KTA if you did 2 of them, and then other things each day. Okay, so let's do a quick points check-in. So somehow we will make it work out to 50 a day. So last night you had 2 points for the KTA, and then you had your day 4 post, as well as enrolling into Catapult to Results. Now, if you have any questions, please drop them below here. And if you're watching this in replay format, #replay. If you're watching this in live, if you see the live button over there, I want you to do #live. Okay. No, we're not going to do, I'm going to change this to 50 points total. There we go. Okay. So today we're going to talk about something quite serious. Now, this is something that I've talked to a lot of people about, and a lot of agents, and just, it's not even just specific to agents, it's for adults. Because how many of you have ever said statements such as, I'm not good at math. I'm just not good with driving. I don't have a good sense of direction. I'm just not good with technology. I'm not that. I'm not blank, whatever it is. Okay. Or have you ever said, I'm just that way. I've always been that way. Now, when you're making statements like this, I want you to think about the mindset that these come from. Is it a growth mindset, or does it sound more like a fixed mindset? Because when we're thinking about what we're believing, these are just beliefs, by the way. These are not true statements. These are just what you believe about yourself. So whatever you believe, you will fulfill. So if you are thinking, I'm just not good at math, that's victim thinking, that you cannot learn the skill, you cannot improve. So that's below the line thinking. So we always want to think about the things that we believe and the things we say about being, are they going to serve me? And that's thinking above the line. Or is it something that's going to hold me back? And that's below the line thinking. So obviously, if you say, oh, I'm just not good at math, that's holding you back. If you wanted to be good at math, you can practice and actually improve. Same with driving, same with technology, same with really anything. Most things that you're not born with, like even the ability to walk, is a skill that you learn. So Mistake number 5 is also being afraid of failure, being scared of failure. Now, I want you to think back to when you were younger. Think back to when you were a kid. And tell me if this is a story that has been told to you, or maybe that you have told to yourself. That when you were in school, I don't know if you were one of the smart kids. I was definitely not one of the smart kids. If you got a grade in school and you took it home, your grade was an A+. Your parents are like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. You are so smart. Hugs, lots of love. Okay. Now and so what do you think of as a little boy or a little girl? You think, I'm smart and my parents love me. Therefore, I love me. Now, next week, you maybe got a little bit different grade. You didn't do as well. Maybe you got a 7 out of 10, but you didn't fail, but you also did not get 100% like last time. Now, remember, last week, what you heard is that you did so well. You were so smart. We love you. And if you take this home, what is the obvious conclusion that your second grade or even middle school brain is going to come to? You're going to think, this isn't as good, or you might think that your parents will tell you, this isn't as good. You must not be smart after all. No hugs. Which then your little child brain thinks, I'm not smart and my parents love me less. Therefore, I love me less. So I want you to go back and think about this awesome grade that you got. So reimagine this scene, right? You're a, I don't know, 5th grader. You have come home from school. You have gotten this A+ again. Your parents look at you and say, all right, little Bobby, little Billy, little Susie, wow, you got an A+. You must have worked pretty hard. Now, your mom and dad, whoever had said the other one to you, oh, you're so smart, obviously they said it with all of the love in their hearts. But this one tiny change, focusing on self-worth versus your work ethic, is the thing that is different here. So then if you brought home that next week, that C grade, then your parents would say to you, you would think to yourself, wow, I did not work hard enough on this. And it's not a fixed state like I am smart, I am dumb. It's just a matter of working. I did not work as hard at this. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, there is no way I am still hung up on my elementary school grades years later, I want you to remember that our beliefs about the world are formed between the ages of 0 to 7 years old, when we have no critical faculty and our parents tell us something, we just believe it. And that's why kids will believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and things like that, and magic, because this is their time where they just accept all ideas. They accept all ideas. And if you have not upgraded your beliefs, if you have not done the inner work, a lot of the personal development stuff, then you might still be having a lot of these 7-year-old thoughts, and you probably don't even realize it. But if you haven't upgraded your thoughts to what you need to believe as an adult to succeed, and you're still thinking, oh, I'm not good at math, this is a belief that you need to upgrade, because your 7-year-old self created that belief. It's time to move on. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you a little quick story, because this little word change between working and you are actually makes a huge difference. And let me tell you about a study that literally proved exactly what that change did. Okay, so this is a study conducted by a Stanford researcher called Carol Dweck, and you can look it up. She actually repeated the study with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of elementary school students. And she did this with students in elementary schools all across the United States. And here's what they did. They gave the kids 10, whoops, my alarm. It gave the kids 10 hard problems to solve, and all of the problems were taken from just a nonverbal IQ test. So like math patterns and other problems that, kids did mostly pretty well. So Carol and her team did one of two things. For half of the kids, they said, wow, you got 8 right. That's a really good score. You are really smart. You're really smart at this. And they praised their kids for their innate ability. Ability, remember that word. For the other half of the kids, they said, wow, you got 8 right. That's a really good score. You must have worked really hard. So they praised their kids for the effort. Now, yeah, that's right. So half of the kids were praised on their ability, half of the kids were praised on their effort. Now, the only difference between them was the reinforcement that they got. So what happened next? They offered all of the kids a chance to complete a challenging task that would actually teach them something new. So 90% of the effort kids agreed, but the ability kids were not interested in doing a single thing that would make anybody question their innate ability. So after that, they gave all of the kids those problems to solve that were harder than the first set. Now, right, ability kids meant that they were smart, so failure means that they were deficient and unloved, and the effort kids didn't think that the problems were any kind of reflection on their intelligence, okay? So the first time, after they got the second one, the first time the kids did the problems, everybody enjoyed the exercise. But after they got praised on either ability or effort, they didn't like the ability kids did not like the work anymore, and the effort kids were the opposite. They loved the harder problems and said that these problems were the most fun, even when they didn't get them right. The researchers actually gave the ability kids easy problems to do. Then, based on the results of the first set of problems, like the second one should have just been a breeze. But because their intelligence on the ability kids had been called into question, they wound up doing worse than they did on the first set. So one last piece of the study, though, which is equal parts fascinating and horrifying, the researchers told the kids, hey, we're going to do this study with the other kids in a different school. Can you write them a letter and tell them what you think about this? And they gave them a piece of paper that they could write down their thoughts in a little space where they had to write down their score of the test. So what we found is that 40% of the kids who were praised on ability lied about their scores. They lied about their scores. They wrote scores that were higher so that they would appear to be smarter. And then when Carol Dweck talks about this, she says, we took ordinary children and turned them into liars by telling them that they were smart. Like, does that not get you in the heart? Like, when we talk to our children, does that just not stop you in our tracks about the words you use when you speak to kids? Now, when our parents told us that, oh, you're so smart, you're so talented, you're good at math, they did not do this with bad intentions. They did not turn you into somebody they didn't mean to turn you into somebody that's got a fixed mindset. So by telling them that they are smart, by letting and by the way, this is your parents teach you the way to talk to yourself. So if you have internal dialogue, this is very much a reflection on how your parents talk to you, because you as the adult are now talking to your inner child. Most of us are terrified of failure because we have been trained to think that it's a reflection of our self-worth. In addition to that, when we go to school, what do we have, like 12 years of test taking, and after every, I don't know, bit, we have to take a test. And if you get something wrong, you have to redo the test and you are demoted, or you don't get as high a grade, you don't get praised like the people who get it right. So, and how does this actually then reflect on real estate or real estate business? Is that you come into a new profession like this, and so you start hearing people talking about things, they're using the industry jargon like CMA or MLS, and a lot of people know MLS, but maybe you haven't heard of that before. And so there's a couple of things that happen to you when you first start hearing this industry jargon in a new job. Do that. You might have never heard about like a lot of software that they're talking about. You might even think, oh my gosh, I'm not good at this. I'm out. I'm overwhelmed. I don't even know where to start. I can't do this. This is too hard. And what you don't realize is that 6 months ago, 3 months ago, a month ago, those same people that are now saying the words, who you're now looking up to, were exactly where you are. So I just want to relax you a little bit and just let you know a few things. Like, if you have ever sucked at lead generation in the past or struggled to get leads, this is not your fault. If you're afraid that you'll never be successful as a real estate agent, you can put those fears to rest, because brokerage companies, mentorships, websites, other services, big tech, who then get the lead and then sell it back to you, are trying to make you dependent on them so that they can make you feel as though you need them, and they are absolutely wrong. They don't own you. If you've ever felt sabotaged because there is zero instruction on how to do lead generation, how to do marketing, how to actually market effectively, you're absolutely right. You have been wronged. And again, all of this ends this week today, okay? So I actually want to share a quick story with you about somebody who I worked with, who came to me because he was struggling. Now, this is Chris. Now, when Chris first came to me, he was a super introvert. He was nervous about his size, because he's a huge guy. He's really tall. And he really he had a brother who I think was an investor, and he had a huge network, but he didn't know actually how to talk to people. So what Chris did is he came to the strategy session. We got crystal clear on where he wanted to go, looked at some of the challenges that were standing in his way. We gave him some strategies to overcome them. He ended up jumping into the program, and we worked together. And once he realized how easy it was to convert the people that he already had in his network, who he already had a relationship with, he said, actually, we helped him get his plan in place without social media, because he was just not a tech, he was not like a very public type of guy. He was like, you've helped me realize so much that I need a strategy that works for me. Thank you for showing me the way. And so Chris was just, he was able to start getting the leads and converting his sphere that he had. So we're going to talk a little bit about the problems that you will face as you go into life after this 5-day challenge. Okay. Now, when you're doing lead gen and marketing on your own, here are a couple of common problems that I've seen agents run into after we build out the program, or after we build out the 30-day plan. So I just want you to be aware of these. The first one is that you probably won't get a lot of engagement. You're going to have a lot of the same people commenting all the time. You might feel like you run out of new leads. So you don't know what to do when your lead magnet doesn't work. Maybe you feel salesy and you don't know how to tailor it to this particular situation. And when you do set an appointment, when you do get them all the way through, when they reschedule or cancel, how do you then go back and help them to show up again? How do you get them back on the schedule and get them to hold that appointment? Maybe you don't know exactly what to cover in your appointments to get their commitment and to get them to sign with you. You might not know what to put in your offer. You might not know how to balance your time or your business and how to make the whole thing work for you. Oh, you don't know how to fulfill on your offer too. Okay. Or maybe you're already doing social media marketing and you're getting leads. Here are some of the common problems that we find with people who are already doing it, who are already getting leads, that you're getting burnt out trying to juggle marketing and lead gen with your sales and actually fulfillment of the selling or the buying of the house to actually help your clients, that you're not strong with the sales skills or helping your clients overcome their worries, help them along their journey, that you might not know how to stay consistent with signing on clients. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, don't know where to start. What is the most important part? Where do you put your energy first? Or maybe the worst problem of all. Now, we've also had someone run into this as well, that you successfully sign on 10 clients this month through this system. Then what do? Now you've got so much work to do to service them. You stop feeding the business. Then you're just focused on the clients. You signed on clients, but you didn't set expectations up front. And so they're starting to cancel their contracts with you. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed and don't know where to put and even put your energy in this whole system. Okay. So in Catapult to Results, some things that you're going to learn is that you're going to learn how to quit spinning your wheels. You might end up frustrated. You're going to be stuck spinning your wheels. You're going to be stressed, and you may even feel like you want to give up. And a lot of agents end up feeling like they're giving up on their dreams. So, would you like to know the solution to all of this? It's really simple. It's been in front of you the whole time. This is the Catapult to Results. Okay, this is the 6-week sales and marketing course. And you get all of this really great stuff along with it. Now, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because you get in now while you get lots of individual attention. And eventually we're going to start growing this, and we're going to have more people coming in. The price is going to be going up. My time's going to be even more limited. So right now, get in while you can, while the price is low, and while I've got time to give you unlimited coaching sessions. And honestly, doing this has allowed me to be able to get my message, get this method out to more people without cold calling. I've gone from unfulfilled teacher to coaching agents on how to change their lives and the lives of their clients as well. Okay. Again, all of the agents I work with have gone through this same Catapult combination system. All of this can be achieved from this system. Okay. This is the journey of the Catapult. We met either on free content, referral. Now you are here in the 5-day lead challenge. Your next step is to move into Catapult to Results and actually learn how to implement this step by step for your business. After that, we have a 2-day live masterclass, which is part of the Catapult to Results. And after the masterclass, we're going to move into the Catapult Evolution. Okay, so these are your next steps towards the sustainable, scalable business. Okay. And one more time, just to cover all of the things you're going to get in the Catapult to Results, is you got the 6-week course, which with all of the replays, step-by-step pathway to set up a 6-figure lead generation strategy. You have group implementation, group coaching with me. We have weekly group calls. We also have a free session too, but you just learn a lot of business basics on that. We've got hot seats, masterclasses. Catapult to Results, public Facebook interviews. So you can get interviewed in front of hundreds of agents, and we're always building the group, always adding new people. And there's a community support network, which is group chat, accountability room. You've got a private Facebook group, other people who are doing the same system as you. Done for you content made easy. I have, I think, 8 niches built out. And if you don't follow one of those 8 niches, you and I are going to work together to build out content for you. Okay. 2 free social media banners. This is value of $25,000. All of this stuff together is normally priced at $3,000. Just right now, we're giving it to you at $14.97. Honestly, this is an amazing deal. This is really amazing. Okay. So yeah. Does this sound cool? Does this sound awesome? I mean, you can get started today for just $14.97 and you get all of this amazing stuff. Okay, so go to catapultleadgen.com/let's go. catapultleadgen.com/let's go. And if you don't, just go there and check it out right now. Go there, watch some of the testimonials, look through it, see what other people have said. And one of the parts of the program is actually showing you how to get reviews and testimonials. So I'm going to ask that for you right now. Now, have you gotten value out of training this week? And I know if you have been putting, and you are still here on day 5, you've been putting KTs into the group and you are still showing up day 5. I know you have. So congratulations for investing the time into yourself. And you've been putting reviews in the group. Congratulations. Thank you very much. So let me ask you, type it down below. What has your key takeaway been for the whole challenge? So you've done one every day. Well, what about over the 5 days? What would be a couple of the top ones? Put it in the chat down below. Put it in the chat down below. Okay. And also, once you do that, or pause if you're watching the replay, do that. And then I'm going to ask you, where have you grown the most? We've talked about mistakes every day, and they've all been like personal development type things, because you need to grow as a person to do something different. That's what it comes down to. You have to get over yourself. You have to learn new skills, believe new beliefs in order to move forward and in order to grow your business. So let me ask you, where have you grown the most out of all these different lessons? Pause the video if you're watching, hashtag replay, and pause this and put that down in the comments. Hashtag growth. Tell me where you've grown the most. Okay. Now, one of the content pieces that you'll be posting once a month is a testimonial/review. Okay. Now, every time your clients say thank you, I want you to have a knee-jerk reaction and say, you know what? I'd love to have you share your great experience so that others can have a great experience too. Would you be able to make a quick video saying that same thing? And so here's my ask for you. If you have loved this challenge, I would like to ask a favor from you. If you've gained value from this challenge, I'd like you to make a quick testimonial video for me. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to do this. It's going to sound like this, and then I'll show you a couple of examples. Shout out to Kat Rich, who is a lead generation coach. I just did her 5-day challenge. Before her, I was overwhelmed, lost, overworked, whatever you think. But since working with her, I have gotten, and then you say some of your top takeaways. And then say, would I recommend her? Don't, yeah, and say yes, 10 out of 10, 100%, something like that. Or if you don't, also say that. Okay, so just to let you know, here is just example of somebody else giving the framework.
Hey, shout out to Kat Rich. I just did her
Oopsie. We'll continue now.
A preview of her catapult program. She is a real estate coach, and when I started, I was feeling pretty overwhelmed, and I knew that there was things that I didn't know, but I didn't know what those were. And now I'm in a much better position. Kat has explained so many things that have so much value, and just in general is pretty amazing, and she could actually be a life coach too. I would 10 out of 10 recommend for anyone who's struggling, especially if you're struggling to convert listing appointments and things like that. She definitely has value to add to your life.
There's the first one. Now here's somebody else. Sorry, I clicked somewhere else.
To Coach Kate, who is extremely experienced and knowledgeable realtor and a real estate coach. I just completed her 7-day introduction program. Before getting to know her and talking with her, I doubted myself in this business. As a new realtor, I wasn't sure where to start. And with her expertise and knowledge, since working with her, I have learned such amazing strategies and have spoken to 3 new clients. So without any doubt, I would recommend Kate to new realtors or new real estate agents to speak with her. She is extremely knowledgeable and can help you build great strategies for your real estate business.
And one thing I want you to notice about this is that these people are not comfortable on camera. Okay, so if you are not super comfortable on camera, honestly, it is fine. You can see she was like looking off to the side reading her notes because I gave her this same framework. And I will do one more. But honestly, I can tell you, if you go to the page, FB Lead Challenge, you scroll to the bottom, you're going to see a bunch of examples of the same thing. So this is Pamela here.
Shout out to Kat Rich, who is a real estate and lead generation coach. I just did her free 4-week program. Before her, I was not sure as to what I was going to do with my real estate license because I've been in the business for a little while. However, I just went full-time and I wasn't doing too well. I wasn't getting leads, or the leads that I did get didn't pan out, different things like that. But since working with her, she was able to help me think outside the box. I was able to approach FSBOs, people that I used to be afraid to approach, and I was able to make some deals since then. So would I recommend her? Absolutely, yes. So there you have it. I'm just giving a shout out to my coach, Kat Rich. Bye.
Awesome. So if you've gained value from this challenge, I want you to grab your phone like this. Okay. I'm putting my hands behind it so it comes up on my virtual background. So hold your phone up like this. Now open the regular video, not the Facebook one. Hold your phone up right now. And then I want you to just speak directly into it. And if you are watching this in replay format, I am going to go ahead and move it to the next slide where I actually show the framework. Okay. And again, the more imperfect, the more awkward it is, the better and more like believable it is. But I really want you to be honest about everything that you say. Okay. So record it on your phone's internal camera and then send it to me in Facebook Messenger. Okay. Do not record on the Messenger because it's only like 20 seconds long, but just send it to me there. Okay. So go ahead and pause the video in 3, 2, 1, pause. Okay, I hope that you pause the video and you are sending me one of these testimonials right now. If you want to have a more fun background and you want to do it from this background, pause the video again and do the testimonial. Okay, unpause. I hope you did the video. Go ahead and do that right now. If you have not done that, pause this video, go do that. Do not overthink about it. Get it done and just move on with your life. Okay. Minimize the things. That's one of your pieces of homework. Minimize the overthinking. Send it. It's probably like 30 to 40 seconds. Okay. Again, pause this, go back if you need to see the slide. Do it now, and then let's continue. We're going to talk about your next 30 days. And let's talk about how to systemize it. So we are not going to be posting every day. Okay. We have lives, we have families, we have businesses. We don't need to be posting about it every day. So here's what you're going to do. Tuesdays, you are going to have conversation starters. What is a conversation starter? You might go back to my profile and notice today's May. So, or May 12th, you're going to see on Tuesday, I posted something, I can't remember the exact words. What was one book that changed your life? What was one book that impacted you? Okay, it's a generic question. It's about just conversation starters. What that does is it extends the reach of your post. Okay. Wednesday, you're going to do a Facebook Live. You are going to use that square format. You're going to tell them what you're going to tell them. Tell them why you're telling them. Tell them, and then tell them what you told them. That same thing. Do it like a minute. No more than 3 minutes. Again, remember those 3 things. Don't jabber on too much. Get to the point, and always start with a headline. Okay. Thursday, do a photo post with text and then a photo. Okay. So Tuesday, so you do convo starter, video, and then you could do a giveaway. Convo starter, Facebook Live video, problem solving post. Convo starter, video, call to action. Okay. So then on Sunday, you're going to do some sort of milestone anniversary post. Could be a role model post, but this is about your internal, like, personal life. Like, look at how awesome I am. Meal prepping for the week, that sort of thing. Maybe it is the anniversary of, I don't know. Could be anything, really. Just something to talk about your personal life. Hey, it is May. It has been 20 years since I graduated college. Most of the agents I talk to have a call that they want to get out there and help people. The call isn't out there, it's inside of you. And I hear this, and you've been called to make a change. So I want to introduce you to some of the people who are already in the catapult. So we have Barb and Mindy, Kristen, Dawn, Ryan, Casely, and Sarah. So will you be next? Will you be our next addition to Catapult to Results this month? I want to invite you to go to catapultleadgen.com/let's go and join, because the secret key to getting leads from Facebook is consistently following the system. Follow the system. FTS. Okay? Follow the system. It will get you leads. This is the end of day 5. Really? Is that it? That's it? Okay. That's the end of day 5. Now, if you have not made an appointment with me, if you have not taken advantage of this free strategy session, I'm actually going to help you build out. We could do next 30 days. We could talk about what it is, how I could help you in 1 hour. You have a gift of like a free coaching session. So go ahead and book it in. Carlos, we're going to have our session on Monday, and congratulations for booking in. I'm glad that you felt that this resonated with you and what you were looking for. I am looking forward to chatting with you on Monday. And anybody else who is watching this in the replay format, #replay down below. If you're watching this in YouTube, if you just found this on YouTube, again, #replay down in the comments below. Okay. I wish you well. Our next challenge, if you want to partake in this again, fbleadchallenge.com, May 22nd, and I will see you there.